time to wrap this series up. This is part 3 of What If Shadow was unsealed 100 years into the future. So as I mentioned previously, Black Death is coming in on a brand new Black Comet in order to avenge Black Doom and to finish off Earth and Shadow. But the thing is, he's not going to be doing it alone, as Black Death has created 3 brand new life forms in order to defeat Shadow, called the Sons of Doom. First, there's Chaos Black, which is basically Chaos mixed bred with the Black Arms that the Black Arms did have encountered the Ancients from Sonic Frontiers. He's basically the silent type, has water abilities, but doesn't talk much, kind of like Kokushiba from Demon Slayer. Next, there's Terios finally becoming a canon character, only this time, Terios is actually the crossbred of Sonic's DNA and the Black Arms DNA perfected. Finally, there's Eclipse the Darkling, who's basically the same as he was in the Archie comics because there really is nothing about him that needs changing. So, Shadow fights his so-called brothers twice throughout the story in order to get the Chaos Emeralds. While he is fighting the Black Arms and Dark Arms bosses, he's not exactly fighting them in order to get the Chaos Emeralds, because Black Death is actually after the Master Emerald shards in order to boost the power of the Black Arms. Because during the Black Arms invasion, Knuckles destroyed the Master Emerald to make sure no one could get their hands on it. And this would also be the game where Shadow would finally be able to unlock his Doom powers, considering the fact that he now has his Chaos powers, so his Doom powers are logically the next step forward for Shadow's moveset. After regaining the Chaos Emeralds and the Master Emerald shards, there's only one person that could restore the Master Emerald, so Shadow can mix his Doom powers with Super Shadow. And that's Knuckles, but since Knuckles is currently dead at the moment, Sonic's soul basically communicates with Knuckles' soul. However, since Knuckles doesn't fully trust Shadow in this timeline, it will basically result in a Shadow-Knuckles boss fight, and after Shadow beats Knuckles, Knuckles finally decides to restore the Master Emerald. Anyway, after having one final confrontation with his so-called brothers, Shadow finally confronts Black Death, who basically becomes Death Doom, who's basically a mixture of Devil Doom and Perfect Chaos over here. While Shadow achieves Doom's Super Shadow, basically going super with his Doom wings attached to him. Anyway, this final boss is basically similar to the Final Hazard, as Shadow will basically be fighting Death Doom at the same time the Black Comet making its way towards Earth. And once Death Doom is defeated by Shadow, Sonic's soul will join Shadow for one final time, so he and Shadow can use Chaos Control on the Black Comet, destroying it completely, ending the Black Arm. Afterwards, Sonic tells Shadow that he's the realest hedgehog to ever exist, and that he couldn't believe he called Shadow a faker, as Sonic's soul basically disappears once and for all, passing on into the afterlife. But before Shadow could fall to Earth and dying again, Omega saves him, as throughout the 3 games, Omega actually learned to like Shadow, and now they're kind of like besties, and he didn't want Shadow to die. So yeah, Shadow's done it. The Black Arms don't know more, but the future's still a dystopian wasteland, and half of the survivors are dead. But one of these survivors is a small silver hedgehog that Shadow finds and decides to take under his wing. Because even though Shadow and the Resistance have been fighting a 100-year-long war, the future is only about to get brighter from here on out. Well, that wraps up my Shadow the Hedgehog What If 3-parter. If you guys want to see a part 4 that includes Silver in it, let me know in the comments below. And don't forget to check out my book series, God Strike, now selling on Amazon. Bye.